Still a little bit of a wait, but I think it's going to be worth it. What do you reckon, Dennis? Oh, it seems Dennis maybe a little bit away from the keyboard right now. Not the end of the world, because of course he has been...
Because I just actually forgot my microphone muted and spoke like a complete and absolute idiot to myself.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
I was going to say, yeah, I mean, I think it's really nice to be able to see them, to see these guys finally play it out. I mean, we've been watching them compete all day long. All of their work is now finally coming down to the last game. Either way they look at it, they're going to be walking away with quite a bit of money. And yeah, I'm just glad that we finally have the decider, you know? It's the whole French versus international, and now we finally come down to the top, supposedly top and supposedly top... Sorry. Supposedly top international and supposedly top French team finally playing it down to it. Now, we are actually really into it as we see COLWN's wins going into the first round here. He's on the attack. He's already down to 1 armor point, and he's been quite heavily hurt up here. Faz will be the first one to drop. Noctis following quickly in tow, and Fox has got to be very careful. It's, remember, only 1 shot and he will be taken out. Now we do see Wins trying to peek up on their wall. He sees the rocket flying out. He's just waiting for that shot. Lets off a round. He's given away his position now. Oh, that's the jump shot there onto Fox. And that'll mean the first round is going in favor of Team COLWN.
So nicely done. COLWN wins, managing to pick up the 3-man after going down to 1 armor. And it just shows you cannot give up. You know, you cannot stop playing just because you're low on hit points, just because you're low on armor. 1-shot kills, that's all that really matters when you're on the attacking side. So, Noctis now jumping into this one. He's got 3 members of COLWN to find. And of course, 1,800 euros for the winner, 1,500 euros for second place. Can Noctis actually pull this back? Can Noctis secure a round for his team? That is the question. This is, of course, the castle. And things happen very, very quickly. You know, when the action happens, it comes thick, it comes fast. That's 1 point of armor down already. And this is the first rail shot, and look at the spam coming out. Sturmy up on the high ground. Lands another hit there from Lincoln. Lincoln and Sturmy both chiming in. Sturmy manages to secure the kill. Another round for COLWN. 0-2 up right now. The 3 old men, a little bit on the back foot. It's way too early to predict anything, to be honest.
No, definitely. So, I mean, we can't just take the results here from the first couple of rounds. Although Sturmy jumping out like that, those early tags are going to do so much damage in the long run. It's already he's got to play a little bit more passively. He's already taken 1 hit, so he's down to his 2 armor points. And now moving forward, lands the shot there onto Faz. Great stuff from him. Unfortunately, takes a shot, but does nail down Noctis. And now only Fox, last one standing again on that spot. And it seems that we have got the 3 old men. Pretty much, I mean, they're putting 2 people up front and only one on the cap. Whereas we saw with the Team Millennium, where they would have 2 players, and ADK for that matter, they would have 2 players on the defending point and 1 player playing aggressively. So maybe this is being a little bit too aggressive for the 3 old men. But, you know, they were able to pick up that round. Fox saving it there in the last second, and that'll make it down to 2-1.
Yeah, compliments of the damage that had been put down earlier onto Sturmy. He wasn't able to close out the round. Playing very, very patiently, you know, very calm, controlled, collected. Moving up towards that point, hitting that booster pad, making his way up onto the higher ground. But unfortunately, no positioning there for that final railgun shot, so he wasn't able to win the round. But we do see now Fox on the offensive. He has that laser gun in hand. 1-2 is the rounds. And you do need a 2-round advantage to be in position. That little hit that you heard, that was splash damage, now followed up by a direct hit. So that's the armor reduced now. And you can hear the sound effects of those rockets. Really, really cool. The juking ability of Fox right now, pretty cool. Sidestepping, strafing, left, right, left, right, left, right. But there's 3 seconds available before the capture point is available. Before he's even managed to make it in range. Down to only 1 point of armor, and just too indecisive. Fox was trying to find an opening. He was trying to line up some shots, but not landing the ones that were presented to him. It ended up just meaning that the timer fizzled down and ended up costing him the round.
Yeah, it wasn't a good way to end off the round. They really should try and stay as aggressive as they can around. Again, those early round spam rockets are absolutely phenomenal to see flying in. The thing about it is, if they don't do it and they allow Lincoln to get out very far into the map, then he just sets himself up in for a good position. But if he doesn't get past those rockets, then, I mean, immediately the three old men are just going to completely surround his location. We saw what happened every single time. Mercenary Ops, all of them did it. When, as soon as someone stuck towards spawn, they all just crowded around his position, and it easily took him out. Fantastic shot there from Lincoln to take out Noctis. And now Lincoln going to make his way around the back of the cap area. Actually not opting around the front, going onto the jump pad. There's one player on that spot. He has been able to get up the cap a little bit, but then quickly takes all three shields down. And that will be a second round there for the three old men.
Yeah, standing on the capture point, but unfortunately 3 members or 2 members still standing. All those rockets being spammed out. It was just too much pressure for him to handle. So he does go down. We're into the very next round now, where 3 old men are now on the attack. And the Swede of Faz is the man that is diving forward. He's the one that's trying to find these kills, trying to find some angles. The laser gun shot goes out, rattles off, but unfortunately doesn't manage to pick up any kills this time round. Second shot fired for just a second. Once again, absolutely nothing landing just yet. 3-2 up. COLWN do have the round advantage. But Faz, Fox, and Noctis, the 3 of them are on the hunt. They're supporting Faz right now as he's got that laser gun in hand. It's again a bit of a passive start. No kills being picked up, and this hasn't worked before. Leaving it to the last second just ends up costing you the round because you dive onto the tower and get completely shut down. One hit from behind, make that 2 hits in fact, wins, removing 2 points of armor, and a great shot there on a Sturmy. Now all of a sudden Lincoln's in with a chance, trying to find that angle, trying to get into a shot. Capture point is available, and I don't understand what on earth Lincoln was trying to do there in the background. Why did he move backwards?
There was definitely not enough progression there in the final seconds. He really should have been right up in the face. I mean, it's one of those, you either risk letting him get the cap and killing you, or you either risk your own life and just go and kill him. So I don't think it was the best play there. I think he could have been a little bit more aggressive to close the round. But either way, Wins is now back up as it is the 7th round here. The pretty much attacking rounds reset, and will now just be running through the playlist once more. We do see Wins with an early frag there onto Fox. Nice one for him again. The 2-player aggression as Noctis is also out front. Really got to be careful here. Wins can pick him off. He has done before. Tries to go for the shot. Unfortunately misses it. Faz also trying to ring in with something from the top of the hill, but he's got to be careful he's not caught out of position. Only 8 seconds left before this cap becomes available, and it looks like Wins will be making his way over there. Ooh, he does take a shot though, tries to go back up the pad again, takes another shot. Only one more with 2 players still left alive. He's going for the cap, should be able to get it. No, he actually gets shot like in the foot, and that was so close. But yeah, Noctis does stop him, and 3 old men will be able to get the round and take it to 4-3.
And you can see the emotion on the faces of COLWN. You know, they're standing there, the hit went down. Look at that speed boost off the spawn there, using that full sprint charge, and I think he hit the speed bumper as well. But COLWN completely unimpressed with that previous one. They thought they'd captured, they thought it was theirs. 4-3 in terms of score right now. Noctis on the offensive. He has that laser gun in hand. Can he find COLWN? Can he increase that score lead to 2 points? And that's what's required for victory. 6-4 is the minimum that you need to get. Well, 6 is the target, in fact. 4 is the highest number of rounds you're permitted to give your opponent. 3-man of COLWN sitting around there. 1 in the spawn point. The French of Wins over on the right-hand side. He's going to get shut down in the background. Now Lincoln and Sturmy left standing. Noctis has 4 seconds to capture the point. Running out of time. 2 points of armor. 1 point of armor. Shut down with 5% capture. Just leaving it too little too late. And 3 old men need to stop acting like old men and get more aggressive earlier, because I think that's what's costing them these rounds.
No, they really need to try and stay on their point just that wee bit more. Try to be a little bit, I want to say, move up earlier on and try and force the 3 old men onto the point. And then just slowly start picking them up from there, or from both teams really. They just need to, I think they need to try and attack a little bit earlier, because as soon as you see the play moving up onto the point, you're forced to fall back and you're forced to crowd around their position. It's not the most ideal thing to have all 3 players in the same area, but I mean, rather that than have them split out and you're just trying to race over towards a spot at some other point. So Sturmy early on is going to get the first frag there onto Fox as he makes his way up the back of the cap point. Both players there are already on the defensive position to make sure that Sturmy doesn't get easy access. If he goes up that jumper, ooh, 2 quick tags go out. Both his rockets landing in quick I need to say synchronization, and he got one more point of armor, 2 players up on him, and they'll look like to try and rush out here, and it is a little bit of a glitch. Demi runs forward, he lands a shot, and he'll be able to capture the point. Are you absolutely freaking kidding me? Where is this coming from?
Demi goes huge! Yeah, director throws up the weird graphic here, but look at the excitement coming out from Lincoln, from Wins, and from Sturmy on the players of COLWN. Not only does he manage to juke it on 1 point of armor, he manages to secure the laser gun hit, and of course the member of 3 Old Men falling off the cliff ends up costing them that round. So 5-4, COLWN find themselves in the advantage, but they need to pick this round up to be victorious. They need to defend successfully to pick up map number 1 and force themselves into map number 2, which is going to be collided. Following that up shortly, rockets coming out, lots of spam from 3 Old Men. From COLWN rather. Fox is the man that's attacking on behalf of 3 Old Men. He's already eaten 1 point of armor from a very aggressive play from Lincoln. Peeking his head around that corner, the landing. Its second hit does land, but Wins Fox secures the kill. Unfortunately though, very, very aggressive from COLWN, diving all the way forward. Mr. Beard loses himself. He realizes he's super excited, and map number 1 goes to Sturmy and his boys.
Yeah, well done from them so far. It's a good start. It's a nice way to come out of the blocks. But it was 4-6. We just have to remember that, I mean, that's literally only 1 attacking round difference. So it's still pretty close. And by all means, the 3 Old Men can bring it back on the next round. So we will have to see as we move across there, as our 2 jacket boys decide to have a little bit of a chat about what restaurant they're going to be going to later.
I would like the filet of fish.
That is a very good decision.
Followed up by the baguette. I would like le baguette.
Le baguette.
La baguette. We are going to be in so much trouble. We are never being invited to these events. You know that? That's what we've just done. That's what we've just done.
It's a real shame never being invited to a French event. It must be terrible.
So we're on to map number 2. This is the grand final, or if you would prefer, it is the first seed show match. Because of course, between COLWN and 3 Old Men, Faz, Noctis and Fox facing off against Sturmy, Lincoln and Wins. COLWN land Warping Nugget on the right hand side wearing the red trunks. 1 minute and 8 seconds on the clock before the game is about to go live. And I think we're going to see Nudger Nugget. Where's the team name? I'm 99.9% sure it's Nugget, but either way, COLWN land Warping. Well, yeah, let's go with Nuggets, because I was going to use a different N-word there. 50 seconds before this game goes live, I think Faz is going to kick us off with the first round of attack. I think it's going to be the first round of attack. He's going to have that laser gun in hand, and he's going to be diving forward, but it is 3 seconds before we go live with this one. Let's see who it is. It is going to be, in fact, Collided. The video once more. Our producers have decided that that's more preferential to actually seeing the game going live. And in fact, it is Noctis that gets to attack first. So they lied to me and changed the order this time round. Noctis with that laser gun in hand and what looks like a very aggressive COLWN diving forward. They're going to be moving all the way forward on the right-hand side. Up on the left in the back corner, you can see Sturmy is advancing to the electrified fences. Noctis, he be chilling. He be chilling by the electrified water. Not seeing a thing right now. And in fact, he's staring at a wall instead. I don't know if he's trying to bait some movement, trying to bait something out, but 16 seconds on the clock. The other alternative is that he's going to try some speed run over to a speed cap. Try get to that point before any of his opponents can. 7 seconds on the clock. Great shot! Jumping around the corner, flicking over at the left at full speed. Misses his French counterpart of Wins this time round. Wins now manages to put some damage down. Sturmy with the rocket. He's down to 1 armor. Noctis versus Sturmy, Noctis versus Wins, 1 versus 2. He eats another rocket to the face. The aggression coming out, trading back and forth, and eventually goes down.
What do you think the possibilities are of a technical glitch in the start there?
Oh.
I mean, to me, whenever you're like standing at spawn, you'd at least look at the entrances in case they rush you or something. I mean, like just staring flat at the wall and then at the ground, that to me is just like, and at some points it wasn't moving. Either way, though, we might see something come out of here from Wins, as he's now the man on attack. And with them being 1 round up, could increase that lead just that little bit. He has got Fox right in front of him, does take him out. Faz is also pushing to his side. Noctis decides to get a little bit aggressive, and that'll be the end of Mr. Wins. as he doesn't wins.
Yeah, Mr. Wins does not wins that round, unfortunately. Noctis and Faz coming in from both directions, rockets from the front, rockets from the back, and that was enough to actually secure the kill and shut him down. But round number 2 going the way of 3 old men. So that's balanced to back up 1-to-1. And I definitely think in terms of the... Well, no, 1 armor down already for Faz, so that's going to help a lot. I think it you know, the way he was looking at the ground and whatnot, but I think it felt like a speed run, you know, trying to get onto that point for 1.5 seconds. If he does it again, we'll know for certain, but he's going to have to get a couple more rounds into this one. So Faz now on the offensive. He's already taken a very early rocket to the face. Hanging around these archways, trying to line something up. Losing another point of armor, compliments of the rocket from Wins, and 2 seconds left on the clock. He's diving forward, manages to shut down Lincoln before Sturmy replies and picks up that kill. So 2-1, COLWN take the lead.
Yeah. If you guys did just join us, just by the way, this is the Cyber Summit Shoot Mania Tournament, or sorry, the Cyber Athlete.
That's
Cyber
it.
Athlete Summit?
That's it,
Right.
Cyber Athlete Summit.
Got it. Okay. I'm Menace, and alongside me is Quickshot, or I am more alongside Quickshot than anything else. But we are casting here. It is currently COLWN versus the 3 old men. It is the second map of the COLWN. Took the first map, so they're currently 1-0 up. This is the finals of this tournament. So definitely getting some excitement going. You can even hear the crowd in the background. Sturmy opening up with a shot there onto Faz. He's going to make his way over to that point. There's actually no one here from the 3 old men to stop him getting on that point when the timer runs out. Noctis now decides to move, and he's got to be very careful. He's standing in a very narrow spot. In Fox also peeking out over that little ridge. Seems Sturmy wants to go for that shot, just can't get the clear positioning. Fox does go down, points being captured, and Sturmy just making it casual, does take it. And even after losing the round, you still can see the 3 old men just sitting there smiling. They're having a great time.
So easy for Sturmy, complete control the entire time. Even in the 1v2, waiting for that cap point to become active. He just chilled there, you know, he was never under pressure, just patiently lined up his shots, waited for the correct time to pick up the kills, and the crowd loving Sturmy at the moment. But now, is he going to be able to shine once again? Fox, 1-3 behind for his team, the 3 old men. He's got that laser rifle in hand, looking down the fences. I love the fact that these fences are here. You can see your opponents. There's that psychological element to the game now as well, because you can't shoot through them, and you know someone's there. They can keep full vision on you, and you're going to know they're there, but there's nothing you can do about it. You have to deal with them in some way or another, and I love that element of the game. It's something you haven't really seen too much. So active capture point is now active. Diving for 3 members of COLWN, jumping on torch. He manages to pick up 1 kill. 77% cap before being shut down, but that is how you defend a point. And that is how you coordinate between 3 players to hold off that flag.
It would be so much more interesting if Friendly Fire was on, because I definitely saw at least 1 team shot going off in that one, and I really think it would change the whole perception of just, you know, oh, well, let's just quickly stack the flag and just everyone let off shots and hope it hits. But yeah, it is going to be Lincoln this time round, as he's going to be attacking for his team. They've already got a 3-round advantage, so he's definitely comfortable going into this one. He's got absolutely nothing to stress about, because even if they trade round for round right now, they will still walk away with the win, having that 3-round advantage. And you need at least a 2-round advantage going for the win when the first team reaches that 6 points. We will be seeing Lincoln go through the little archways. He looks like he wants to make his way up towards the right-hand side. Fox there. Lands the shot there onto Dr. Stu. Are you kidding me? Is he really going to drop in on Faz? Oh! That's onto the point. And that is how you finish it off in absolute style, going for frags back to back to back. And that'll push them to 5-1. They need 1 more round, and they win themselves the 2nd map.
I'm at a loss for words. I'm smiling bigger than Mr. Beard right now. That little demonstration was immense. Such good accuracy. 3 for 3. Pushing onto the dive. Now it's all on Noctis. It's all or broke for Noctis. Map number 2, and he's point blank right now. So here's a player for COLWN's really, really close by. I don't even think he knew about it. Has lined up the shot onto Sturmy. Unfortunately, misses it. Now he's going to eat 1 rocket from Sturmy in return. He does shut down. Wins, though. 2 players, 2 points of armor. Is it enough? Is Noctis going to be able to pull this one back? The Austrian is on the charge. He shuts down Sturmy. Lincoln is the last man standing. He does land a rocket. Lands a 2nd rocket! And Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The prediction there coming out from Lincoln. So good. Lincoln going big with the 3-man rail, then following it up with a double rocket in the face. GG.
Yeah, we'll now see a second map now done. Moving on to the third, we'll be seeing that Stem and Lincoln, of course, were the ones to get the attacking rounds. And, I mean, they just played phenomenal that one. Wins, by no means, was out there. Only got 3 defensive shots. Fox had nothing. He didn't connect any defending or attacking, which is no good by any means. And here we get to the one of my favorite maps. I was about to say I've learned to love it over the course of a couple of hours. But yeah, so this map is going to be played as possibly the final map.
Yep.
If COLWN decide to win it.
You know what? If COLWN play the way that they just did, this is going to be a 3-0 grand final. I don't see 3 old men coming back if those rails are on board. If Sturmy and Lincoln do what they have already done with those rails, and you know, if Wins decides to join the party as well and pitch in with a couple of rail shots, I think COLWN are going to be grand final victors here in a 3-0. 5 seconds on the clock. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see who's going to be kicking this one off. And is going to be... We don't know because development crew decide to throw up the advert instead. We know what map it is. We know what map it is. Let's see what it is going to be. It is going to be Wins on the attack. So Wins is the man with the railgun on board. Wins is the man that's going to be trying to set up this first victory. Opting to go on the far right-hand side, which is a pretty customary lane, pushing all the way up. This is a French player, of course, playing from Paris, France, so the crowd is going to be completely behind him. Misses his first shot, unfortunately, in what is potentially the last map of the day. 22 seconds left. Hovering around these rocks, dodging the rockets, and it doesn't look like 3 old men knew exactly where he was. The prediction rocket's not really heading towards him. Not anymore where he might be going, and a brilliant shot there. That shuts down Faz. Jump shot off the bridge, gets the height. He's lost 1 point of armor, though. Coming back to the top of the bridge, and the capture point being available if he lands this opening shot, which he does. Noctis is gone. Is he going to close it up? Fox lands 1. Not going to be enough, and Wins has joined the party. Wins says, hello everybody, I am here, I can rail with the best of them, and 1-0 to COLWN.
I was about to say, from the man that didn't score much on the attacking side or the defending side last game, goes up and just like absolutely annihilates the first round. And now it's all up to the 3 old men to reply. Nox is going to be the first man to call as he'll be making his way up the right-hand side, actually deciding, hey, wait a minute, there's the rest of the map. So looks like he's trying to make his way towards that alleyway. Goes in towards the left-hand side, drops into the tunnel and speed sprints all the way to the other side. And this will mean that he comes out towards the defending spawn area. Now, makes his way up onto the hill. He will be able to look down upon the 3 players for COLWN. But can he get that surprise advantage and maybe get a frag or 2 out of this one? Does spot. That is Sturmy. He goes down. Can he land a second? No, he can't. Does take a hit for all his troubles. And now he needs to start making his way onto that side. He's only got 8 seconds. He's going to have to drop down. Doesn't land anything. Moves onto the point to try and cap. Gets a frag. But before being shut down, was so close there. As Lincoln just squeezes in the defense. And that'll mean that COLWN go 2-0 up.
And we said it so many times before, that is the lead that you need. 2 is the numbers that you need. Mr. Beard agrees, it's so small. It's so small.
Are you sure that's what he's talking about?
I don't know what he's talking about, but it's, you know what? You can fill in the blanks, so you can fill in the blanks. Sturmy is now on the offensive, a railgun in hand. He's missed the first shot. Very aggressive now from 3 old men coming up from behind. That looked like a rocket shot coming out of the tower. He lands the shot onto Fox. Lands the shot onto Faz. Can he do it onto Noctis? 2 for 2. I think that was an I love you coming out from the crowd. He doesn't see him on the flag, so now he wants to know where is Noctis. Noctis still can technically goes out. That's 1 hit. Can Noctis pull 1 back? That is the question. He needs to land 2 additional hits. Sturmy only needs the 1. And unfortunately, Noctis is not going to be able to reply. Sturmy 3-0 from COLWN.
There's just no stopping them right now. I mean, it's an I nearly want to call it, well, it's what a reasonably famous YouTuber calls it. It's a rape train. Because it's just absolutely steaming through all the stations. There's no stopping them right now. COLWN have got their mind on winning, and they're going to do it, and they're going to absolutely shine while doing it. And we do see that Fox trying to make his way forward, lands, or 2 consecutive rockets land right against him. He hasn't got much to work with. All 3 players for COLWN are just peeking out, laying down a couple of rockets, just hoping for anything. It really doesn't matter right now. And there you go. Fox gets taken out. It's 4-0. And we'll be seeing COLWN go back onto the attack. And I don't care who they throw it right now. I'm pretty sure anyone could take it away from the 3 old men.
It is so good at the moment. COLWN dominating performance, dominating play. They've been in complete control of this game. They've been in complete control of every game they've played thus far, it must be said. Now it's going to be on Lincoln. Lincoln went so huge and collided. Are we going to see it again on Solar Flare? You can hear the yelling in the background. Lincoln, Lincoln, Lincoln. A little bit of a French accent, so it sounds a bit strange, but...
Le Lincoln.
Le Lincoln, Le Lincoln. He's become a hyperlink. 15 seconds on the clock, dodging those rockets left and right. Gonna keep avoiding them. Is he gonna land it? That is the question right now. Misses his first railgun shot, unfortunately. Not managed to connect with anybody. Jumping up, looking for someone on the flag. He does commit, picks up 1, takes 2 armor points damage in return, and that puts 3 old men on the scoreboard. I think a little bit over-aggressive against 3 people, but not too bad. Picks up the 1 kill at the very least. 4-1.
Cool. So,
COLWN still at the lead.
Comeback, full-on comeback. They're going to win absolutely everything from here on, and the next 2 maps, and then win the finals. That's how it's going to roll out. Well, someone's got to be in their favor here, because I think everyone's stacking the odds against them. Either way, though, Faz up here, going to be going for his team, goes all the way around to the defending spawn, and it looks like he's been able to sneak his way in there. Makes a little bit of noise going towards that bridge and decides, let me rather go towards the top of this hill and try and drop down. This position has, we've never seen it work today, and they're going to have to do something exceptional to make it work. Sturmy, Wins just jumping left and right. There was no way to hit him. And unfortunately for Faz, it's one of those crucial shots that just gave away his position completely. Going to dive down onto the point. Can he cap it? 67% before being taken down. And I don't think that tactic worked out as much as he wanted it to. And this means that it's now 5-1 in favor of COLWN.
Match point. Remaining member 5-1. So we've reset, gone back to the original attack pattern. I think it's wins if memory serves correctly. Round number 7, Wins should be on the attack with that laser gun, if I've recalled correctly. And yes, it turns out my memory's not as terrible as I'd thought. Misses his first shot. We do see Faz diving forward. They managed to completely shut him down. And is this a comeback now? Hyper aggression, jumping off the wall. 3 of them diving forward, tossing out all those rockets and managing to shut down Wins. But they need to do it 5 more times to stay in the game.
Well, you never know, it might happen. That hyper-aggression seems to work every single time it's been tried out so far. We do see Noctis now the man up to call. He needs to win this one for his team, and it is quite a bit of pressure here on his shoulders right now. Moving forward up onto the hill. Looks like he's going for the jump all the way back towards their spawn. And out of the map? Where is he going? Dear man, don't waste this time. You've confused them enough. Looks like he's going for a little gap jump, finally coming up behind it. Interesting position, but he's not made it work. And all that time spent, I mean, it's not really much to show for it. Going to be jumping up from behind, tries to jump forward, doesn't connect with anything. He's got players behind in front of him, and finally shut down, and that'll be it. COLWN will take it 6-2 in the final match to put him 3-0 up versus the 3 old men, and that'll be the finals over of the Cyber Athletes Summit. And what an absolute tournament it was.
So well played. COLWN, complete control there. Not a lot more that can be said other than really well played. They would have beaten any single team that competed here today. And they deserve that victory. 1,800 euros they managed to take home. 3 old men, nothing to be scoffed at. They walk away with 1,500 euros themselves. But yeah, GG, well played to Sturmy, Lincoln and Wins, earning themselves victory and first place overall at the end of the day. So really nicely done.
Now the thing I really want to see is, because I mean, the match that happened between, just out of curiosity here, I mean the match that happened between COLWN and AKM was pretty close. Now I want to know, how does ADK stack up versus the 3 old men?
Yeah, exactly. It is definitely a question that will need to be answered. But it is starting to
Sometime.
get late, so I'm going to start to wrap this one up, guys. If you'd like to watch the prize ceremony, you can do so over on the French stream over at jeuxvideo.com. But we would like to say mad props to Cyber Athletes Summit, brought to you by